σαν να ζω σε όνειρο. Ήταν μια καταπληκτική ημέρα, ομιλητές οι οποίοι ούτε στα όνειρά μας δεν θα τους φανταζόμασταν να τους βλέπουμε στην Ελλάδα, και όμως ήρθαν εδώ, μας μιλήσανε, μας ανοίξαν την καρδιά τους για το μέλλον, μας δείξαν ένα μέλλον καταπληκτικό, ένα μέλλον το οποίο θέλουμε να το δούμε, να το ζήσουμε, να φτάσουμε εκεί, να το δημιουργήσουμε, και νομίζω ότι ήταν μια πολύ καλή αρχή για... Όλοι μας λέγανε να το κάνουμε και του χρόνου για μια μόνιμη εκτέλεση αυτού του συνεδρίου στην Ελλάδα με τέτοιους μεγάλους ομιλητές που νομίζω ότι πολλές χώρες στον κόσμο θα μας ζηλέψουν για αυτό το πράγμα. Όλοι είπαν τα καλύτερα λόγια για την οργάνωση, για τη δουλειά που κάνουμε στο Ίδρυμα και δείχνουμε στον ελληνικό κόσμο, και όταν έχεις τους ανθρώπους οι οποίοι είναι οι κορυφές στον χώρο τους και στον χώρο της εικονικής πραγματικότητας να σου λένε ότι ενθουσιάστηκαν από αυτό που τους έδειξες, είναι γαλόνια. Το αποτύπωμα της σημερινής ημέρας είναι ότι θα πρέπει να κάτσουμε να κατασταλάξει όλο αυτό που ακούσαμε, γιατί έλεγα τώρα στους ομιλητές ότι αισθανόμουν σαν τον Johnny Mnemonic στην ταινία, όπου κάνει download στο κεφάλι του όλες τις πληροφορίες, και όλα αυτά πρέπει να κατασταλάξουν και να δούμε πώς όλα αυτά θα αξιοποιηθούν για να δώσουμε στο ελληνικό κοινό ακόμα καλύτερα προγράμματα, ακόμα πιο εντυπωσιακά θεάματα, και να δείξουμε σε όλο τον κόσμο ότι αυτή η τεχνολογία δεν είναι κάτι που πρέπει να το φοβόμαστε. Είναι ένα εργαλείο, όπως υπόθηκε και μέσα, όπως λέω και εγώ πάρα πολλές φορές. Η τεχνολογία είναι σαν το μαχαίρι. Μπορεί να το χρησιμοποιήσεις για να σφάξεις τον διπλανό σου ή να κόψεις το κρέας και να ταΐσεις όλο τον κόσμο. Εμείς εδώ αυτό θέλουμε να κάνουμε, να ταΐσουμε όλο τον κόσμο. Και οι άνθρωποι αυτοί μας δίνουν τα εργαλεία, μας δίνουν τον τρόπο, μας δείχνουν το δρόμο. Τώρα πρέπει να τον ακολουθήσουμε. Τι να περιμένετε για τη συνέχεια? Πολύ ενδιαφέροντα πράγματα. Όπως είπα, θα κάτσουμε, θα τα μαζέψουμε, θα τα φτιάξουμε, θα τα προγραμματίσουμε. Δεν είμαστε αυτοί οι οποίοι ανακοινώνουμε τι θα κάνουμε, είμαστε αυτοί που ανακοινώνουμε τι έχουμε κάνει. Οπότε θα περιμένετε να κάνετε υπομονή. Θα προσπαθήσουμε να κάνουμε δεύτερο Global XR Summit. Όλοι είναι ενθουσιασμένοι και λίγο πολύ το θεωρούν ως δεδομένο ότι του χρόνου θα κάνουμε το ίδιο πράγμα. Πρώτα ο Θεός, θα υπάρξει και δεύτερο.
Αισθάνομαι ιδιαίτερα περήφανη που το Ίδρυμα Μείζονος Ελληνισμού, ο πρώτος φορέας εικονικής πραγματικότητας στη χώρα, υλοποίησε το πρώτο παγκόσμιο συνέδριο XR Summit, που ήταν Extended Reality, Metaverse, Web3, συζητήθηκαν θέματα AI, και είναι πολύ σημαντικό, θεωρώ, το ότι για πρώτη φορά η Ελλάδα συμμετέχει στην παγκόσμια αυτή συζήτηση, έχοντας φέρει στη χώρα μας απίστευτους και σημαντικούς ομιλητές διεθνούς φήμης, τον παγκόσμιο πρόεδρο της HTC, τον Mike Pell, ο οποίος είναι της Microsoft Garage, ο διευθυντής, δηλαδή για μας τους μεγαλύτερους είναι ο άνθρωπος που εφήβρε το PDF, και πολλοί άλλοι που σίγουρα έχετε συζητήσει μαζί τους. Ήταν πάρα πολύ σημαντικό ότι είχαμε μαζί μας τις startupers, είχαμε ακόμα και μαθητές λυκείου που θέλανε να δουν από κοντά και να ακούσουν αυτούς τους ομιλητές, και είναι πάρα πολύ καλό ότι υπήρξε networking με τους ξένους ομιλητές που ήταν από το χώρο του venture capital στον τομέα αυτό, με τις δικές μας startup. Εγώ έχω μια ιδιαίτερη ευαισθησία στο θέμα αυτό ως εμπορικό και βιομηχανικό επιμελητήριο Αθηνών, μιας και έχουμε και θερμοκοιτίδα και επιταχυντή. Οπότε νιώθω πολύ χαρούμενη που σε σε κάθε τομέα μπορέσαμε να δώσουμε κάτι στο κοινό. Το κεντρικό νόημα θα έλεγα ότι είναι η χρήση των τεχνολογιών αυτών για το μέλλον και το να είμαστε παρόντες ως χώρα, ως Ίδρυμα Μείζονος Ελληνισμού σε αυτή τη συζήτηση. Και θα δούμε και πολλά άλλα, δηλαδή και τη δική μας παρουσία στο εξωτερικό.
I'm here to attend this world's first, or the first XR Summit, Global Summit, sponsored by the Foundation of Hellenic History. And it's amazing that they've gathered this illustrious group of people who are experts in this industry to come together in this amazing venue. So I've only been here a day, so I can't give a very, I guess, definitive view of the system. But I feel like the people gathered here are really, smart people and amazing people who are energetic and who wants to do good things for this country and for the world. So if we have more people who are focused in the industry and who want to use technology and want to educate themselves, I think there's a lot of opportunity for the Greek ecosystem to contribute to society in general. I think there's both a lot of fear and maybe in some cases over expectation of what technology can bring to society. But I want to, I guess, temper everybody that yes, AI will have some impact in terms of maybe job displacement, but the long-term value of it is significantly higher if we can properly manage it. And XR and Metaverse will also be a very important source for us to have an outlay of our intentions and of our aspirations as the physical world becomes, I guess, more connected globally. So I really would hope that people think more about technology as a tool to bring people around the world closer together versus creating a race between countries or a race between companies to try to see who gets there first. Because if we create a optimal intelligence, that technology will help us solve all of our current physical world problems. And that's going to create a better society for everybody involved and maybe even allow us to take our species and our intelligence and our consciousness beyond this planet.
This is about I think it's my 5th trip here. I met Sophia and Dimitris and came to the foundation for the first time a little over a year ago and was so impressed by all of this incredible XR that they had that I didn't know about. And so we'd been talking about different strategies and different ways that we could work together. And we decided to do this summit. And so as soon as they said yes, I said, I have some great speakers for you. And so that's how we ended up here today. And it's just been an amazing event. We've got together some of my favorite people. So I travel a lot to a lot of events. So I think I'm very fortunate to know so many of the best speakers around the world who are truly experts in the field, but also who are really passionate about the technology. And both Dimitris and Sophia have the same level of passion. So I thought we have to match that passion. And I knew that bringing this sort of international group of speakers and experts here, they would be as wowed as I was when I first came here at how much technology is here in the center and how we can start to work together in the future and really just bring this message out globally. Everything is exciting about the technology. And I think, a lot of people have been saying, well, XR and the metaverse, no one's really paying attention to that anymore because it's AI. But I kind of fundamentally disagree. I think that it's really all of these technologies are really emerging now. And we have, even besides AI and XR, you have blockchain, you have robotics. All of these technologies are evolving at an incredibly rapid pace, but it's really the combination of these technologies that's going to propel us forward. So I'm excited about the pace, but we also have to be smart about how we leverage these technologies. Last time I was here, we ran it was like a pitch competition, and so I think we'll be giving out some awards today. But we also got to see a lot of the companies who are building XR. And of course, all of the XR exhibits that are actually here at the center. So there is an incredible ecosystem here. I think really what we want to do is just marry this ecosystem with the rest of the European ecosystem and then globally, and introduce more people so that when we're thinking about like who can we collaborate with on this project or how do we elevate the technology, that Greece is part of that conversation. I'm so thrilled to be here, and I'm honored to be amongst some of my favorite people in the world. And I really am excited, and I think that we'll be back next year. And so I look forward to that. And I look forward to many, many more visits to Greece.
Very excited to have been invited for the XR Summit here. It is a privilege and honor to be here amongst my colleagues and participate in this ecosystem. I was very excited to hear today from the government of Greece how important this summit it is and how much they plan to grow the summit year after year, the ecosystem. And so that is very exciting because as this technology is evolving, it is important to connect and also participate and inform everyone of the potential that it has. I would like to say, if you are passionate about this technology, come to Greece. This is an awesome place. People are super warm. There is so much in terms of culture, technology, and so much to see and experience. So please come.
Basically, the summit here is to cover XR and how it's going to work within, or how it should work within the business, and kind of, I guess, put together a couple of definitions on what we believe the metaverse is and what it's going to look like in the future. My personal take is it's 2 generations out. We're the ones that are the architects building it for our children and our children's children. Basically, it's pretty much on the right path. Some of the things that I've seen here over the last couple of days is pretty interesting. One of my biggest issues with the technology today is that we're moving so fast that we're not able to perfect the technology. And looking at some of the tools here, like the bridge application that they showed us the other day, using multiple different technologies that have been out for the last 5-6 years, was impressive to see that they're actually using those tools and not trying to jump on the train of the latest and greatest, which is every 6 months there's new innovation, and that stuff can wait. And what we have to do is start early, and that's what I kind of like what I saw here. The facility itself is beautiful. I think it's kind of like one of those places that I wish I actually worked. I saw the excitement of the individuals that have put together the Greek, the digital environment of Greece, the past, and I thought that was very, very impressive. And from that standpoint, like I said, it's a great environment, and I think it's going to take Greece to the next level where more people should come here and see what you guys are doing. When people start thinking about the metaverse or just immersive technology itself, think people, process, and technology, and not to forget the people. We're all about the processes and the technology today, and like I said, every day we're getting advancements. Every hour you see something new that pops out. But what we're not doing is perfecting the people, connecting those technologies back to people and how they're going to use those things. What the metaverse means to me is something totally what it's going to mean to you. If I talk about a janitor or a lawyer or a doctor, it means something different to them. And those are the people that we have to go out and talk to understand how can the technology actually help them do their jobs better.
I happen to be in Athens because, as I mentioned before, I'm the president of the European Cultural Center of Delphi, and because also I have been invited to participate at this global XR conference, which is an amazing, a fascinating initiative of the Foundation of the Hellenic World. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate very warmly my dear friends Sofia and Dimitris Efremoglu for organizing this unique for Greek standards conference. I felt as though I were what I would call the para-marginal presence at the conference because I have been invited as a specialist in the fields of philosophy of knowledge and cultural theory and history. So in my presentation, I discussed briefly, of course, aspects of technological development that may affect the way in which we perceive the human and humanity, at least as we know these categories until now. And I addressed also the possible dangers that uninhibited and ethically non-controlled technology may have for democracy, for civil rights, but at the same time, of course, I recognize the unique opportunities that those developments in technology and AI offer to all humanity to better address those issues. AI specialists, developers of this fascinating technology, should collaborate very closely with leaders in all sectors of human activity, including, of course, politics, economy, this already happens, but also leaders in culture and education, humanists and social scientists. Because to my mind, this would be the only way for this extremely important and unique technological development to be used for the benefit of humanity as a whole. And if you allow me, I would like also to mention here that as the president of the European Cultural Center of Delphi, I have established a new cultural institution at our center, which is called Delphi Dialogues. So the Delphi Dialogues will take place this coming June and will focus precisely on technology and democracy. And once more, I would like to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Efremoglu for this initiative.
I'm in Athens for the first Global XR Summit, and I'm so excited about speaking later at the conference. And yes, I'm here at the Hellenic World Foundation. I do work a lot with Greek entrepreneurs, especially coming from technical universities or institutes of technology. And I think the schools are very well regarded here in Greece, and that there is a lot of good technological advances coming from your ecosystem. We will speak about building communities with and in XR, and that's what we do. You know, I'm a master facilitator in a sense, and so I've really tried to build bridges between people, regions, countries, and also facilitate, projects, be it research, business, or arts. I haven't seen in one place so many different levels of production. Like you have location-based, you have VR, you have dome. I mean, in one institution, besides really research centers, I haven't seen that. I would love the Greek ecosystem to onboard XR for Europe and be more present, because we do have a lot of consortiums around Horizon Europe and Creative Europe calls, and we always seek partners, but we also want to empower what's being done in Greece.
I've been invited by here the XR Summit by the foundation to speak, to give my point about immersive technologies, about the metaverse, about all of these technologies that are right now trying to help us as humanity to, let's say, reach the next step. It's really very interesting to see how progressive this ecosystem is, what they've already achieved. I've been very surprised by the conference. Yesterday, the tour, for example, here, where the foundation is created with this amazing virtual reality environment to explain the past, but it has so much potential, where you could, let's say, for example, take a school class and explain them history, where they could even take over roles in this historic context. And then when you experience something, you learn from a different perspective. So this is really a very, very powerful tool. It's the first one in Greece. The XR Summit is one of the bigger conferences, global conferences, that connects all of these, all of the creators, all of the, I do not like the term thought leader, because thought leader is someone who just repeats. What we have here are original thinkers, so people who really come up with something new, connecting the dots. So here the XR Summit is a very important global event. I'm very, very happy that we have right now as well the Greek chapter, the Athens chapter. So to see from this regional context, from what drives you, and connect it in this global context. Stay curious, do whatever you do and simply improve it. It's really this momentum that you have here right now is fascinating, and it's really spot on.
First of all, got invited, yeah, but of course then you look it up, and I was really curious and thought Athens and XR didn't connect for me first of all, but I really learned a lot, and it's really amazing about the ecosystem concerning XR, the openness, and of course all the people from all around the world which are attending here, so it's really an amazing exchange here. We already have some partners and system integrators here which are using our technology, and to be fair, it's really amazing how open-minded the people are towards new technologies, and even if you don't have the biggest market like US or Germany, I guess, that differentiate, and why the Greek market is pushing even more to be more efficient and trying new things. So it's really amazing experience here. But I guess as we have seen in the talks today, it's so much always about technology, hardware technology, and I guess what we need to change is who wants to use this and why, and then discuss technology and everything beyond. And I guess that's a little bit, I guess, the direction we have to change maybe. But everything else will be an exciting technology and exciting years to come.
I moderated a very exciting discussion panel about metaverse for the business. Well, we have to keep two strong points that all the participants said, is that all businesses should not hurry up, should not jump on the hype train of the metaverse, and they'll also not focus about the income and the money, but focus about the technology and what it offers to the citizens, to the consumers, to the people. The venue is fantastic. Thank you very much for the hospitality, and I've seen very exciting faces during our discussion panel and between the breaks in the other panels and the keynote speeches, so I'm very excited to hear all the other speakers.
I came here for the XR Global Summit and also to connect with many people from the international community. It's great to see so many friends and listen to the amazing topics that are discussed today here. I came to Athens for the XR Global Summit to learn more about XR, also to talk about the work that we're doing with our community, meet a lot of friends from the XR community that are internationally here, and also listen to very interesting topics around the XR. We do have in Greece a lot of artists, and also we work with some institutions around augmented reality art, and I find it very interesting how curious everybody here is to experience new technologies, to go new ways and see where the world will be in a few years. The work that the foundation is doing is so important, and for so many years to adapt new technologies, present it to the public, show how storytelling and narratives can be redefined, go into the heritage of Greece and see how these technologies can change the way how we're experiencing content. I find that technology is always as important as the content and the value that it's adding. It's something that I also said on stage now. It's all about the problems that we try to solve. It's never about the technology, but how can technology help us have a better experience, a better life. I hope that this summit will grow year by year, and I'm looking forward to be here next year.
It's such an honor to be here in Athens because I just love culture, and there's so much rich cultural history in Athens and in Greece, and I'm very energized about what technology can do with culture and amplifying that in the metaverse. There's so many opportunities for gamification, VR experiences, AR, XR, and even AI, and I feel like that will really put the Greek ecosystem on the global map, so it's an honor to be here. I think this is the beginning of a really exciting new chapter. In fact, I call it a new cultural digital renaissance. Technology has the power to connect people, and I believe that's the most benign outcome. Technology that disconnects people is a world that we don't want to live in, but technology has the power to bring people together and change people's lives and empower them. So that's why I got into the tech industry. The world is in a really exciting point in history, and there's a lot happening with AI, XR, the metaverse, and I'm really excited to inspire the younger generations so they feel empowered to try new career paths and see where technology can take them.
The foundation is working on 30 years now on VR, XR and AR technologies, trying to combine culture and technologies like this. And there was something missing with the new ecosystem, with the new way of technologies progressing. So there have been conferences for AR and VR and technology and graphics, but dedicated technology on augmented reality that not only is about technology, but also about other things that encompass the XR and the metaverse was missing. So this is an opportunity that we try to fill in, and it is really aligns with our effort and aligns with our mission. I think that today we made a good start, and every conference has different difficulties in the beginning. So we try to start small, and with perseverance and work, we'll try to make it bigger and more international. And this is not also good for the foundation, but also good for Greece to have to host such a conference. The topics ranged from where the metaverse and XR is now to where it's going. It handles business, how to make money from the metaverse. It speaks about risk. So it's a conference that speaks to the metaverse, about the metaverse as a whole. It's not only about technology. And the speakers are cherry-picked, so we try to pick the best ones that are available now, so in order to enlighten us and to provide some positive information about our visitors here. I would like to say that Foundation of the Hellenic World is open, and hopefully we will host the first XR experience in Greece and after the summer.
I'm at an amazing conference with a bunch of my friends and people that I've just met who are incredibly excited about XR, the metaverse. Technology can do a lot of things for us that we could never do before. It helps connect people, it helps help us to move into the future, but more importantly, it's a tool for us to find ways to be more creative. I found being here for the first time, people are incredibly passionate and excited about learning, about experimenting, about trying to move things forward, which is exactly what we do in the Microsoft Garage. I love being here in Athens. I'm having the best time. Can't wait to come back.
I was happy to be part of the Global XR Summit. It's important that we build these XR communities all over Europe. So it's my first time in Greece. Very happy to bring kind of the communities over to Athens as well and see all the cool startups that are building in here. I've been excited about technology for a very long time. I'm always curious about the new things that are happening. I think these technologies that we're looking at specifically in XR are technologies that can help humanity, can help businesses, can help consumers have more fun. So we're trying to play our part in kind of building up this ecosystem. I think the Greek ecosystem has a good thing going at it with I believe there's a lot of government subsidies, tax subsidies that you can have, or grants for innovation. So comparing it to Finland, for example, I know that for a fact it's very important for the grassroots level development and for the startups really starting up to get like, not necessarily having to go to the private markets to raise money or friends and family and fools, but also they can rely on the government to kind of help them out with the early steps. We just want to put a call out to all of the startups in Greece who are building something within the metaverse to reach out, FOE Ventures. We're happy to talk to all the founders who are building something cool.
Well, I know about Greece ecosystem in XR. I have met some startups before, like Magos and Orama VR, that has talents based in Greece. I believe it's XR is emerging everywhere, and every market has its specificity. So I wanted to learn what's going on in Greece. I think it has potential in terms of talents and also cultural heritage that could be translated in the three-dimensional world. And this is something that tourists used to experience by coming to Greece. I think after COVID, there is a lot of potential for the content creation in the cultural heritage area on one side. On the other side, in general, Greece talent pool could be available for the rest of the European markets in remote format. We can source talents from the other parts of Europe from Greece. The first time I think I experienced CGI in the end of 80s, with early computer games and computers like Spectrum. Then everybody speaks about Snow Crash in 1992, but my personal experience was with the movie, and the first movie about VR for me was the Lone Mover Man, the guy, unintelligent guy, got such a boost with help of virtual reality education. So it was really mind-blowing. Also, ability to teleport your consciousness into some digital space and then have control over that space, it just fascinated me. So when I eventually bumped into VR, the last wave of VR in 2016, 2017, and tried it firsthand myself, it just blew my mind. Yeah, I think it's an amazing facility with a great purpose of educating kids about the history. The way they have been working with technology is quite impressive. Ability to experience 3D environments collectively in this theater has definitely been around for some time. But now with new projects like Bridge, I think there is a potential to elevate the user experience, the spectator experience. So it's really impressive. And thank you so much for inviting us here. It's great to catch up also with my colleagues from the industry from all over the world who flew in Athens to meet and explore this vibrant ecosystem. I would invite all startups, regardless whether they in XR or in other software areas, to take a look at Startup Wise Guys and apply to our programs. Keep an eye on our announcements, because we used to have we have several calls released right now. We did a couple programs specifically in XR, and we're always searching for the new ideas and new teams.
For me, XR Summit, Global XR Summit, is a great move towards creating an actual ecosystem in Greece. Because in Greece we have everything that we need in order to push XR further. We have the technology, we have the history, which is an infinite source for content, and we have the philosophy that can build on top of artificial intelligence and the metaverse. So we can be the #1 source for content and guidelines for the metaverse. It was the first time that I saw these super global keynote speakers in a, let's say, Greek/global setting. So this for the community is an add-on that nothing is unreachable and everything can be a target. Of course, Ελληνικός Κόσμος did great job in bringing in those speakers, curating everything in order for the community to understand and perceive the whole message of XR. So we had talks that talk about virtual reality and immersive experiences, to panels about investing on startups. So these diverse topics in the XR industries are, I think that we need to keep them close to our hearts, because we can move forward for the next 1 to 3 years in order to develop the Greek ecosystem. As a futurist, I have the gift and the curse to look 10, 15, 20 years in front. So technologies are there, and now we know that they can be the enabler. What we see here is that also the human element, what I called the space between technologies and humans, is here, and from Greece we can do great things towards bridging the metaverse and bringing XR industries really close to our own economy. I see that this work done by the foundation is just the tip of the iceberg built on years of work that Dimitris and Sofia does for many, many years. And we had conversations throughout the years with the current technologies. It's time, and I see that it's not the technologies, it's the resilience of the people that bring the result here in Global XR Summit.
I've been in technology my whole career. I'm excited about the innovation that technology can drive. I'm excited about the art of the possible that technology inspires. And ultimately, with the work that I'm doing today, I'm very interested in the role that digital innovation will play in helping us achieve our sustainability outcomes and ambitions. I came to Greece maybe 20 years ago. I was in Mykonos. I don't remember much, but no, I'm kidding. Mykonos was amazing. Santorini was beautiful. And for me, coming to Greece 20 years ago and then getting to come back this time, with so much technology and innovation that has really advanced, is understanding the role that Greece has as an ancient civilization and where so many things originated around Western civilization, and the role that this region and Greece can play in the future of innovation and technology. I wish I could speak Greek. I speak 3 languages, German, English, and Japanese, and I know that language is the context by which we run our own software in our mind. And so anytime I go to a new country, and especially coming to Greece, where I almost recognize the letters, but I don't really, it makes me a little bit frustrated because I feel like if I spoke Greek, I would have an even more profound appreciation for the deep culture and history here, but also for the excitement and the ways that the next generations are going to be able to drive a lot of these innovations forward. So I hope I can get some Greek lessons while I'm here and continue to learn.
What an incredible event and what an honor to be here. We have seen and met and networked amazing pioneers, leaders, community organizations, and seeing the momentum that it's happening. So couldn't be more excited and cannot wait to come back. This has been an amazing experience and the ecosystem is amazing. So we can see such a potential and looking forward to how we can collaborate and finding ways to bring value. We are excited what the future holds. So cannot wait to travel back here and really now building, and collaboration is everything. So we love to find ways that how we can work together and go create the future together. Everybody has the opportunity right now to jump on these incredible new technologies and finding ways that hunger for learning, how we can all find ways to develop our skills, learn ways to be part of it and take a central part leading it. So excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be in Athens. I was here 8 months ago, believe it or not, but I was invited back to be part of this Global XR Summit, and it's just been an incredible experience to talk about just where XR is taking the world. And to see this turnout today is very encouraging because I feel like it's the opportunity for everyone to come up with XR solutions for all industries. It's going to create a lot of jobs, it's going to help a lot of people, and it's what keeps me wanting to just keep talking about it and traveling the world. What's not to be excited about technology right now? Like, I've been in entertainment for about 30 years, and the future was always just outside of our grasp, and I just feel like we're in the future. We're now seeing how all these technologies are becoming affordable, accessible. The software is, mostly free for people to try, and that just means this democratization, this incredible access that people have, which is going to, again, create jobs and opportunities for people and help humanity. This whole facility that we're in is so impressive. Like, we got the tour yesterday, and just to see the dome experience and the XR free roam system, and even the people that are running the space, just the passion, and how I realized that there was a couple of the people running the space that were working on technology that I'd used 30 years ago for visual effects. So to have the caliber of people running the space, being in the middle of of Athens to open it up to the public, to come to incredible events like this is just, you know, such an offering to any community. Can't wait to explore the city again. You know, again, I'm back from 8 months ago, and to not just be a tourist, but to be part of the community and to be able to speak and share, and, you know, hopefully inspired somebody out in the audience to pursue what magic we already know in the circle of friends that I'm part of, would be worth coming back year after year. And hopefully this isn't, you know, this is the inaugural event, but hopefully this is, you know, every year.
It's amazing seeing the way the whole socioeconomic landscape in Greece is developing and growing and accelerating, and seeing all of these projects that are coming together to develop, for my interest in particular, support for things like XR technologies, metaverse technologies, artificial intelligence. And as a filmmaker, I've directed 30 or 40 short films, a couple of feature films. My forthcoming projects are XR metaverse projects. And seeing the way these services and technologies that are developing in this region is just amazing. I always feel like, you know, it's technology that will save us. And either that or cat videos on the internet, like something's going to save us. But I think that we have this idea that in some way we are separate from nature, and that there's some problem intrinsic to human characteristics. It's not natural, it's not appropriate. I think this is false. I think that we are a product of nature, and those things that we create are by extension a product of nature. But there are authentic ways to develop new technologies, and there are, I think, inauthentic ways. And so those technologies that are focusing on providing facilities for authenticity, for learning, for education, for self-knowledge, for kindness, for collaboration, participation, recognition, appreciation, these kinds of technologies allow our nature to flower. And increasingly, as we look at particularly XR technologies, we're seeing opportunities for self-expression that have been impossible before. We can express ourselves now in ways that don't require physics. We can fly in the clouds or be a cloud. And I think this is helping us understand ourselves and understand each other. We were just speaking about diversity in the metaverse. And I think that we as a species are still growing up through a bad lesson. And the bad lesson is that there is a them and there is an us. I would argue there has never been a them. There never was a them. There's never going to be a them. There's just us and other us. And we're one big family. And not just human beings. We share DNA with literally every living thing on Earth. 70% the same DNA as a fern in a forest. 90% the same DNA as a banana. And so technologies that allow us to recognize that we're one family, all life on Earth is one family, I think also allow us to see the responsibility that we have to look after one another. We had this tour of the foundation yesterday, and it's extraordinary. I was hearing about the popularity of this venue, and particularly, interestingly, amongst children. You know, I remember as a child going to see museums and thinking, as a child, why would you show this to me? I'm a kid. I want to play computer games. I want to run in the park. This is incredibly boring. But I'm hearing that school children that come on trips here immediately want to come back again, and they want to have the experience again because it's very experiential, it's very engaging, and I think the organization running the foundation, they're seeing education as an opportunity for fun and deepening understanding, not like, oh, you have to memorize these 3 bullet points, but for example, the 3D rendering of these ancient towns, the Colosseum and all of this, and having the camera flying through so it really feels present. It's an experience, it's not something you're observing remotely. This is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of dome cinema screens. This amazing dome cinema screen. It's like a living dream. You lie back and you see this incredible image wrapped around your peripheral vision. So it's very impressive.
Oh, hi, I'm Vinci. So my real name's Sammy, but I'm performing as Vinci. Vinci is a futuristic, super sentient superheroine in the metaverse. She's my avatar, but when I perform live, I'm dressed as Vinci, hence this outfit. So Global XR Summit is really exciting because it's in Athens and it's about the future of technology. And so my participation is as a speaker, as a panelist, as Sammy Tauber, talking about diversity in XR in the metaverse. But then I just did a performance as Vinci, which was really fun, so I really enjoyed it. It's so cool because Vinci, their name was actually inspired by Leonardo da Vinci, and so I just love ancient history and rich culture, and so coming to Athens was a no-brainer. And actually in my shows, the visuals in my show actually hark back to some ancient Greek columns and mythology and the architecture. So Vinci is in the metaverse already with ancient Greece. It's such an honor to be here. I am so happy to share the stage and share my love for music and the metaverse, and I hope with this superheroine character it inspires not just girls but everybody, humanity, to be themselves and to discover who they are and to embrace avatars in the metaverse and explore storytelling.